is going on, everyone, and welcome back to yet another R&B and Neo Soul acoustic guitar lesson. I say yet another one because on this channel you can already find 10 guitar lessons, 10 acoustic guitar lessons on Neo Soul and R&B on acoustic guitar. So if you're new on the channel, I'll leave a link in the description below and probably even a card around here where you can check out the full playlist with all of the 10 lessons. You might be interested in those as well. That being said, let's introduce today's guitar lesson, today's acoustic guitar lesson on Neo Soul and R&B. We are gonna take it really easy, really for beginners, to introduce this genre on acoustic guitar, R&B and Neo Soul, okay? We can consider this tutorial sort of Neo Soul 101. We'll get started from easy chords, from an easy chord progression, really very common in Neo Soul and R&B. So let's have a look at the main three chords that we have. So the first one is a B flat minus 7, okay? The next one, same shape, one whole step lower, that's an A flat minus 7. And then the last one is going to be this E flat minus 7. Okay, so this chord progression, guys, is in the key of E flat minor, and it's a 5 minor, 4 minor, 1 minor. So 5 minor, B flat minus 7, 4 minor, the A flat minus 7, and 1 minor, obviously the E flat minus 7. These are all minus 7 chords because the minus 7th chords are super common in Neo Soul and R&B, okay? Now, once you've got these three basic minus 7 chords, we can think about what is the right feel and timing and technique really that we can use. So for today's lesson, I just want to play arpeggios. Arpeggios for all of these chords, really arpeggiating 4 single strings, so 4 single sounds per chord. So when I play the first two, the B flat minus 7 and the A flat minus 7, with my thumb I'm playing the top string, the 6th, then index, middle and ring play the 4th, 3rd and 2nd, like this. Okay, these are 4/16ths, and then I play a percussion. The percussion is always going to be on the beats 2 and 4. That's very common to several genres and even to R&B and Neo Soul, like 1, 2. Same thing here, 3, 4. You can go slow, you can go fast, that's completely up to you, like. Okay. Then you're going to do the same on the E flat minus 7. The only difference is my thumb now plays the A string to get the root E flat here. The other 3 fingers didn't move, so I'm going to play this thing. However, instead of just playing 4 16th notes, exactly like the previous 2 chords, like that, I'm actually playing a first embellishment to really understand something more about this style. So what I'm going to do is a quick hammer-on of this second finger. So you will hear a sort of grace note doing this thing here. Okay, it's a small, tiny, really, melody embellishment, really, I should say, on this first degree before hitting the percussion. So the timing is still 4/16ths and then a percussion, but the 4th 16th has this grace note, okay? Then, after this one, I'm gonna introduce a slightly more advanced chord, not a very difficult one, and particularly this is going to be very common in this style, in R&B and Neo Soul. So, the position that I'm gonna show you now is one of the most common positions for a diminished 7th chord. And in this case, this is going to be F sharp or G flat diminished 7. That, okay? Now, when I think of this chord, guys, I'm gonna think really of a secondary diminished 7th chord. This is a concept which is incredibly important in R&B and Neo Soul, but also in jazz guitar, really, and a little bit every genre where you might find it. So it works like that. If I need to come back to B flat minus 7, I might go there with a 5/1, with the secondary dominant, okay? Now, the secondary dominant of B flat minor is going to be F7, okay? But when you go to a minor chord, you treat the dominant 7th chord, the secondary dominant, with an alteration, with at least one alteration. So a very common thing is thinking of it as a dominant 7 flat 9, okay? So this is going to be F7 flat 9, but we are not going to play the F7 flat 9. We could, I mean, if we played works, so if you like it, please feel free to go ahead and use it. But what I'm doing really, I'm playing this F7 flat 9 without the F. And when you take off the F, so you played rootless, the other 4 notes that you're left with effectively are a diminished 7th chord. They make a diminished 7th chord. And the diminished 7th chord that you make is one of those diminished 7th chords that you can move by 3 half steps wherever you like it, and it's always going to be the same chord, just an inversion of itself. What that really means is that if I play this, or I play this, or I play this, I'm just playing the same 4 notes in a different order, so it's really the same chord. So for the sake of this specific voicing, I liked to use an F sharp diminished 7th. But you might have seen already that the first time I literally just play this with the usual pattern for the arpeggios followed by a percussion, while the second time I play it and then I slide it 3 frets higher, 3 frets across. The reason for it, once more, is because you can play a diminished 7th chord, move it 3 frets across or backwards if you like it better, and you're still playing the same chord. Okay, so there's F sharp diminished 7th. In this second instance, it becomes an A diminished 7th. Okay, they are all secondary diminished 7th chords to get back to B flat minus 7, which is not the one, so it's not the tonic of the key, it's just going to be the first chord in the chord progression, the chord that I'm going to. Okay, so recapping, I was playing B flat minus 7 followed by a percussion, A flat minus 7 percussion, E flat minus 7 with the embellishment percussion, F sharp diminished 7 percussion. Then the second time I played same thing until here, then arpeggio, slide. When I do this slide, because the slide goes on the beat 4, I can't play the percussion. I replace the percussion for once, you know, with a slide like 3 E and a 4. Okay, that's how you should think of the timing. 3, 4, start again. Okay, now let's listen to it really slow. And so on. So the important part really to me is this slide that you have to master. Okay, if you guys still struggle with this diminished 7th chord, maybe because you've just learned it, something that I always recommend is train the muscle memory of your fingers. So before you even attempt the arpeggios or the entire chord progression, just make sure that you place your left hand fingers here to get the shape, then you lift them again and do it a few times in a row. Okay, you should be able to do it like 10 times in a row, for instance. This is gonna only take a few seconds of your time, but you really train the fingers to get to this shape quickly, you know, and make sure that when you need it, when you need to slide it, for instance, you have it ready. Right guys, that's all for today's lesson. Please let me know in the comments if you have any questions or if you'd like to see more of these acoustic R&B and Neo Soul lessons. And remember that the tabs for all of the examples that I play in my videos are on my Patreon page. So feel free to visit my Patreon page. The link is in the description below. If you become a patron, you will support this channel and make sure that these lessons keep coming, and also you will receive amazing rewards. So check it out in the link below. That said, guys, thanks a lot for watching this video. The Bearded Guitarist here. Have a great day.